Very well accomplished man, obviously. You still experience perturbation, and how do you get through it?
Do I still experience perturbation? In certain areas, absolutely. So I experience perturbation in being a dad. Like, I jokingly tell this to my 21-year-old daughter, kid, you're the practice kid. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never had a 21-year-old daughter. You're the practice child, so let's work this out together. I don't know. You don't know. Let's work it out. So yes, definitely perturbation in my life as in personal relationships, you'll never get out of perturbation. But also as a human, if you ever get out of perturbation, it means you're not growing. So like this last year, I have spent so much time playing with AI platforms, playing with YouTube, playing with marketing stuff, and I call it playing with. People call it learning. To me, I call it playing, because I'm not learning this platform. I'm just playing around in it to see what its capabilities are and to see how to do it. And then I'm going to get one of my team to learn it if I believe it's any good. So I'm a firm believer in there should be a human between me and the activity. Like, I don't want to be doing any activity. There should be someone doing that. Like, I meet people who make a lot of videos and then they edit their own videos. It's like, I couldn't think of anything worse. I want a professional editing the video. Like, I have a professional videographer, and we have professionals that even do the editing of the videos. So it's like none of that type thing. So I remove a lot of perturbation. Someone once said to me, Brad, you don't seem to get stressed in business. I said, no, I don't do stress. I give people stress. So that's my job as chairman and CEO, to have other people that are stressed about their job because they have to deliver on the vision and all of those things. See, I'm a great chairman of companies. And by chairman, that's the 5 to 10 years down the road. While every day my team of coaches, partners, execs around the world are thinking about what do we do today, this quarter, this year to run the business, I'm thinking about what am I doing in 2030? How am I doing this 5 to 7 years down the road? So the technology we build has to be something that's for 10 years. The websites that we're building, like we're rebuilding all of our websites right now, they better be 10 years worth of website. I'm not going through this thing every 5 years type thing. It's got to be that strong. So when I build education programs, I think about how are they going to last for 10 years type thing. And am I teaching stuff, and even down to the simplest of things, am I teaching stuff in this education program that's going to date? No, just teach core so it doesn't date. Any new stuff that's like fancy, well, the coach can facilitate that in the group. My core stuff, though, has to last for 10, 20 years type thing. In business, do I do perturbation? I guess, I'm forever buying. See, one of the reasons why what I do at Action Coach works and why my teaching works is there's not a year that goes by where I don't buy another company or buy a share of another company. So in the last year, I've bought shares of 2 marketing agencies. And so I had to become great at that side of it to be able to assist my partners and understand what they're doing type thing. I'm consistently putting myself in an environment where I have to learn and have to study. And I do know there's a simple saying of what walks in the leader runs in the team. So if I'm not innovating and I'm not growing and I'm not learning, I don't expect any of my team to. I'll ask, and I'll ask Hartley this question. What percentage of our team keeps up with me on the books that I recommend to the team?
Maybe 5%, 1%.
Yeah. Like I'm talking to people this week. What book are you reading? This one. That was book of the month a year ago. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Like, I'll go through 6 books a month to recommend 1 book a month type thing, and I expect people to keep up with 1 book a month. If you can't keep up with 1 book a month, we got a problem type thing. But yeah, perturbation is not something that, in your question, there was a slight challenge, and that was how do you deal with it? You don't deal with perturbation, you welcome perturbation, you love perturbation, you love growth. If you're a coach, you love that you're growing, you love that your team is growing, and that's why key 5 of our 6 keys to a winning team is support risk-taking. if you don't support risk taking, because if you're doing new things, people make mistakes. If you're pushing them to achieve more than they've ever achieved, they're going to break down. They're going to mess up. They're going to do that. And you got to support that through the whole process.